Yeah. Well, that's interesting because that piece of music has got something else in it. There's the instruments on top, but underneath that there's a frequency, and you might have heard that resonance of whoa, 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 that sound inside it, and that is a frequency of sound which is 7.83 hertz, and that probably doesn't mean too much to you, but what it is it's the heartbeat of the planet. It's the heartbeat of the Earth. Has anybody ever heard of the Schumann resonance? It's a frequency which was measured by a German scientist quite some years ago, which, as I say, is the heartbeat of the planet, and it's caused by lightning strikes. Isn't that strange? So at any one moment across the globe, there's 1,000 storms raging, and a lot of them are electrical. And every time there's a lightning strike, imagine how much energy there is in a bolt of lightning. Every time there's a strike on the planet, some of that energy goes into the Earth, and the rest of it reflects back upwards, out into the atmosphere. And it travels out to the edge of the atmosphere, which is called the ionosphere. It's about 55 kilometers up, and that creates a cavity around the Earth. So it's like this space in between the Earth itself, and then the atmosphere and all the weather system is in there. And then before you get to space, there's the ionosphere. And as the lightning bolt energy goes back up into the atmosphere, it hits the ionosphere and it bounces back down again. And then as it bounces back down, there's more lightning strikes and more lightning strikes. And so what's created is what they call a standing wave, the vibration, which travels around the Earth all the time. And so they've called it the heartbeat of the planet. This is the overall frequency, the resonance of the entire planet. And if you think about the Earth, it's made up of pretty much water, really, isn't it, on the surface? 2/3 water or something, they say. And if you think about our bodies, what are our bodies made up of? Pretty much, isn't it? I mean, they say it can be as much as 70 or 80%. So most of what this body is just water. And I've heard people call it, this is a bag of water. And if you think about it like that, it really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? We take so much care and put so much effort into making this body look good, but it's just a bag of water, really. So when you've got the Earth resonating on this 7.83 hertz, as we are living on this planet, and as we are pretty much made of the same stuff as the planet, water, we begin to resonate on the same frequency. And so what happens is this becomes the vibration of well-being. So whenever we're in contact with this vibration, there's a healing that can take place within the body because there's a connection between the Earth and ourselves. So depending on how you might have felt about that sound, then it can perhaps show you where you are in your mind, or in your body, or in your spirit as to your state of well-being. And they often say that when astronauts go out into space, they leave the atmosphere, they go out onto a voyage, and they get disconnected from the Earth. And often they can get into a state of depression. And it's because they've been separated from that heartbeat of the planet. And when they come back, that feeling leaves them again. So it's quite interesting, isn't it? The correlation between the resonance of the way that we feel, our moods, and the planet itself. And in fact, everything around us is very much about vibration and about frequency. And things look solid, and everything around us looks like it's hard and completely solid, but it's actually just a vibration, a density of different vibrations. And when we listen to sounds, particularly like that, it's still physical. The sound is physical. You can't see it, but it is a physical vibration. But it's kind of a step towards a much lighter, subtler vibration. And when we practice meditation, these are the most subtle vibrations. And these are the vibrations that can reach out and influence the world around us and ourselves and others.